everyone, it's Tawney. I had planned to wear a cute shirt and look really nice to film this video, but then I went to press record and I was like, that water stain is like right dead center and it looked obvious. And I was like, I'm not gonna film a video where it looks like I spilled something, because it was like right between my boobs. It was a tank top. And I was just like, I'm not doing that. I'm not going to look like poop. Like, that's just not happening. I have not worn makeup in a very hot minute. Like, it's been a long time. I have had these like little fruit flies, whatever they are, like the small flies, the really small ones, gnats, fruit flies. I don't know the difference. I've had them for a couple days, like probably a week now. And like, I've cleaned everything. I've cleaned all my surfaces. I've taken out the trash. I've cleaned my drains. And I think these are just the lingering ones that just like, I'm existing. I have a drink sitting beside me and they're like, we have to go and like corner her. And I don't usually have them in my bedroom. So I don't know why they followed me in here, but I just saw one fly across the screen. So if you do see one, I really do apologize. And I swear I don't want you to think I'm dirty, because like that is like my biggest fear, is that people like think that because they like get this impression, or like, you know what I mean? Like I had regular flies as a problem about a month ago and I couldn't figure out where they were coming from, because there was nothing wrong with my apartment to like cause them to be there. So it was like driving me nuts, because I'm like, there's no dirt to like bring them. They're just here. So I can't fix the problem because I don't know what the problem is. Like, I don't know the problem area to deal with them in order to get them to go away, if that makes sense. So we're just going to deal with it as best as we can, and hope it doesn't ruin me. Hope it doesn't try to ruin me film a video. I have been watching a lot of like TikToks and, well, Reels and Facebook videos, which are essentially Reels because Meta's all under Mark Zuckerberg and whatever. That whole thing is stupid if you ask me, but that's just my poor person opinion. But so I just used the e.l.f. Power Grip Primer, and now I'm going in with the Maybelline Perfector 4-in-1, and I'm just going to put that all over my face. But I have been watching lots of makeup content and have been like feeling inspired, but not enough to actually do my makeup. And I don't understand why I'm feeling that way and why I'm like in that kind of a situation. But I have like not worn makeup in so long, and like I want to wear makeup. I want to feel pretty while wearing makeup. Why is my nose peeling? Do you see that? I just haven't like had the desire to put on makeup, because like makeup is one of my favorite things like to do, to put on, to wear, all of that jazz. So for me to not like feel inspired to wear it or anything, it just kind of like makes me a little sad. I'm using the Smashbox Studio Skin Full Coverage 24-Hour Foundation in the shade Fair Undertone Cool, so 0.5. I haven't used this in so long, probably since I got it. And if I'm going to spend the money on like expensive foundations, I need to use them. This color may be a little too light, so, and especially being full coverage, like holy crap, I might have to bronze it up a little bit. But wow, that is full coverage. I knew it was because I watched a video that Tati did a while ago, probably like right before she stopped filming or right after she started filming. It was like around that time she had filmed using this, and like it was so full coverage. She's like, this is my new favorite foundation. And like, of course she's had some before and after that have like changed that I'm sure this would kind of be knocked down a good bit. But I was like so in love with the way that it looked on her that I was like, I have to get this myself. And I have to say, it's not bad. I knew I liked it whenever I used it the first time. So, okay, that actually does work. It's a little too light, but honestly not light enough that like I look like a ghost. Maybe before I put the rest of my face on, I look like a ghost, but that's what makeup is most of the time. I used like 2 swipes on my brush, and I still have a huge glob, so I feel bad that I've wasted like so much of that. But I really like that it stretched that far. I feel like a lot of foundations, you put like a pump and a half on the back of your hand, and then you have to keep putting more out, and then like it doesn't spread as far as you want it to. And like I feel like that's kind of one of my favorite qualities of a full product, a full coverage product, is that you can use it like all over your face versus just like on your cheek. You know what I mean? Like the thinner it is, the less further it goes, and then you end up using so much more product to build it up, which I get that kind of like it's meant to cover everything and like go all over, but to me, like, I don't know, maybe I just try and build them all up more than they need to be built up. That's just a fault of mine. I lit 2 Bath and Body Works candles. One of them is pumpkin apple. I also have, it's like pumpkin and autumn nut or something. And those candles, they smell so good. And I just like, I was walking by them earlier and I was like, man, those candles are so good. Like, they smell strong. I've had a lot of candles I burnt lately that just don't do anything. I had one from one of the lines at Kohl's. I had one from, it was lemon zest or something lemony from Bath and Body Works. Could barely smell it. Like, it really didn't do much. But those, now the pumpkin apple is a 3-wick candle, and the other one is a 1-wick in a very small jar. So I'm thinking the pumpkin apple is the one that's emitting the most smell because it has 3 wicks, and I lit them all 3 because I wanted them to burn equally, not like on one corner be burnt and then the rest of it look funky, because like I'm anal about that. I don't know if it's because my face has been a little dry lately, and I'm not a dry person. I'm very oily, so I'm pretty sure this will even out as I'm wearing the makeup throughout the evening. It's currently like 4:30 in the afternoon. My nose, and it started right here in this like little nostril part, the crease, and it's just slowly built up. And I know that this foundation is matte, but I don't want to blame it on the foundation because I have not been wearing makeup. I haven't really been doing a whole lot of skincare. I've been doing my typical like cleanser every night, and then I think I exfoliated once a couple days ago, but honestly, if I'm not wearing makeup, I don't usually exfoliate because I don't feel like I need to exfoliate anything. But I'm actually going to put powder on, even though you're not supposed to. But I have this hydrating powder from Hard Candy. It's the Chilling Wonder powder, and it's a sheer loose powder. So I'm hoping that this one will be decent. Plus, this one is one that feels kind of wet. So I always like using it because it's so, like, exciting. But I haven't, since I haven't been wearing makeup, it hasn't really made me want to, like, do skincare stuff, which I feel like should be the time that I focus on it, since I'm not clogging my pores and have the chance to really explore my face just as it is straight out of the shower every day, like, where I don't have anything clogging it other than like the daily, you know, pressures in life and whatnot. I've had a lot of stress lately, so I'm kind of wondering if maybe that made it worse. You see that little peeling right there? We're gonna have to, feel like my nose is gonna like peel off. Like, I feel like the makeup might peel off my face. But I have been very stressed out lately because of my job. And it's gotten to the point that like I've been sleeping a lot more. And I was telling my piano teacher, and she's like, that's a sign of depression. And I was like, well, buddy, I've been there, done that. I want to say it's an ongoing process, honestly, but that's just my personal opinion, that like you never fully get over it. You just learn to cope with it. And there's nothing wrong with living and coping with it as long as you're like doing healthy like strategies to, you know, deal with it all. But I've been really turning to music. That's been my biggest thing of helping me through everything. But it's been affecting my skin, and I feel like it's been affecting my mood and just how I like handle things. Like, I come home and I'm stressed, and rather than eat a salad, I want to eat like every candy bar I have in my apartment, you know? So I think it's something that like I'm gonna eventually get a handle on. It's just gonna take some time. I honestly don't think though that work will be any less stressful in the next coming like while. I can't even say weeks, months, years, because I literally don't know. I'd hope weeks. I'm betting months. It better not be years, because then I'm just like, ugh, you know? Like, things have just been stressful. Like, it's work, it's stressful, but like things have just are like, it's just so chaotic for those of us who are actually like functioning how things need to be functioning, like those of us who actually do our jobs, I should say. I'm trying to say this as politely as possible, to not call anybody out on the internet, to not throw out my garbage and drama and whatever on the internet. I went in with the L'Oreal Infallible Bronzer, and now I'm going in with the e.l.f. Primer Infused Blush. It's just kind of the first one I grabbed out of my drawer. I probably could have used the Almar Cosmetics one, duh, but I just figured I'd go ahead and use this one for today. Flaky. My mom's gonna be like, you got some dandruff on your nose. And I'll be like, it's not dandruff, it's just my face. It's just the way it looks, I'm sorry. It's dandruff in my hair, not on my nose. And I feel bad for anybody who gets made fun of for having dandruff, because it sucks, man. I've been dealing with it. I had been using a very well used and liked, and like, especially like, it's a good one, doesn't have sulfates, it doesn't have any of that stuff that's like bad chemicals. It's like actually a good shampoo and conditioner. And I found out that the more you use it, the more it can cause dandruff, and that's exactly what it was doing. I just used the Revlon Skin Lights highlighter, and now I'm gonna go in and do my brows. I noticed that my like right here and then just like surrounding areas were getting really flaky, and I was like, I don't have a dry scalp, I have an oily scalp. I have if you don't wash your hair by day 3, you're not going out in public. You can let it go, but you can't go out in public. Like, this is day 4, and I was even like ashamed to go to work with it. And it's honestly not bad, because my dry shampoo has helped me out, but I don't always like to rely on it, because I don't want to overclog my pores by using a dry shampoo, because I feel like your scalp is something that's like hard to maintain without getting any kind of like scalp rejuvenation process. And I don't have the money to deal with all of that, so I have to like take care of it before that step. But I'm just doing my brows willy-nilly because I've forgotten how to do my makeup, and then I'm like, ooh, girl, calm down. My brows, I have not had my brows waxed since December of 2021. Shocker. Yeah, I haven't had my hair done since then either. And I wanted to get it done for a couple months. I literally, when I left the hair salon that day, I was like, I'm calling her in February and we're fixing it. Because my hair was like very dark and like edgy looking. It was almost purple. It looked purple the day of, but then it slowly evened out. Which I feel like a lot of times my hair doesn't, it like gets better than it dulls. But then it like evened out, and I was like, this is weird. Like, it's never done that before. And like, I didn't hate it, but I didn't like it on me. And that was the problem. It just made me look so pale and washed out. And in winter, that's just not, like, summer, my bronzing skin can like help zhuzh that up. But in winter, I got nothing. Like, there's no sun. I'm not outside because I hate the cold and the snow. So like, I'm not helping it any. And you can only put on so much bronzer before you start to look funny, because nobody's bronzed up in the winter. Like, as much as I'd love to wear a fake tanner in the winter, nobody really does that. Now I'm going to use the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer, but I've been wanting to get it done, and it's not even that expensive, but to me, it's just like sitting there, getting my hair done for an hour to 2 hours, having to like deal with the money. I just haven't called my hairstylist, and I feel bad because I don't want her to think I don't like her. I'm just very lazy. That's honestly all it is. Lazy and cheap. That's what it is. Lazy and cheap. Let's use the One and Done from ColourPop. I haven't used that in a little bit. And I haven't used anything in a little bit, but I haven't used this one in a little bit. But I've wanted to get it done, but I just haven't. So that means my eyebrows haven't gotten done. And I know I need to just make an appointment with her to get my eyebrows waxed and my hair trimmed, because I haven't gotten it trimmed in a while. And they say you're supposed to. They say for hair growth, but honestly, when your hair's this long, do you really need it like to keep growing? Like, I'm okay with where it's at. And I was honestly thinking about whenever I go see her to get like this much cut off. And really, my hair's not that like bad, because she told me I always have like really good hair. It's never like, it's never dry. It's never very split. Like, it's split a normal amount, but not like a crazy amount. And, I don't use heat on it like hardly ever, and whenever I do, I like go heavy in with the heat protectant, because I'm not frying off my really, I need to like measure how long my hair is from root to end because I really want to know. But I don't want to like fry off my hair when it's this long. If I want short hair, I'm going to cut it short. I'm not going to like purposefully hurt it and make it go short. So I just need to like get in gear and do it because my eyebrows haven't been looking crazy bad, but maintaining them on your own when you're just tweezing and like using the little like razor thing is not the same at all as getting them waxed by a professional. And sometimes when you're used to a professional, getting them waxed at home isn't the same. So I'd like to go and get that done, and like, not that that's a pampering thing, but I'd like to go and get myself pampered a little bit and do that and like try and make myself feel a little better because I've been feeling kind of blah lately. I feel like it's been happening almost all summer, and it's not a thing that like, summer isn't usually one of those seasons that I ever really feel that unconfident. And I'm not one of those people to be unconfident wearing a bathing suit. Like, I know that I have big thighs, a big butt, and a stomach that's kind of getting a little out of hand. I've been really trying to focus on that because it's making me very self-conscious. But I've never been the type to like let that bother me. But this year, I feel like it's all hitting me. And like, I wore a tank top today and I just felt like everybody was staring at my love handles. And I was just like, I need to get a grip on myself. I first of all need to get a little healthier. And even if that means losing weight, I just need to feel healthier. I feel like that's the main thing. But then I also just need to focus on like my mental health and how I approach the situation, because I don't want to, I want to tell myself I look good and I feel good, even if that's not the case, because I don't want to like start thinking dark thoughts or anything that's like super negative. But I've been really struggling with that lately, and it's been really hurting because like a size that I'd fit in for a couple of years now is a little too small. So I've had to go a little bit bigger, and that's like really making me depressed. And I've noticed that like the sizes I'm getting into are sizes you can't find normally. Like, you have to look for plus sizes. You have to go to certain stores. Certain stores don't have anything. A lot of stores don't like, it's like 1 in 10 stores have what you are looking for and that sort of thing. So it's been really like eating away at me, because it's just like the realization that like and it's more so that like brands should carry higher numbered products. Like, they should carry plus sizes, but also at the same time, I'm like embarrassed that I've let myself get to that point, because it's like the biggest I've ever been in my life. But I'm trying not to like completely dwell on it too much, because it's such a heavy thing to think about, and it's such a big burden like for myself to deal with. Like, I don't want to make myself have to go through all of that, because like I wouldn't want any of my clients or the girls that go to our school, like we have teen girls that come to the place where I work at for an alternative schooling, and I wouldn't want them to think about themselves in that way. So why is it okay that I think about myself in that way? And I just try and like, how would I work with my clients and my families and moms and parents and teach them about self-confidence, and teach them to teach their children about self-confidence at such a young age, whenever I'm over here struggling to like even look in the mirror and feel good about myself. And it's okay to like not feel so great, but like beating yourself up about it is what becomes like a problem, essentially. This palette, man, it's not getting the hype it deserves. I feel like there's always these random palettes from ColourPop that like are stunning, but people just don't give them the time of day. They're just like, oh my gosh, they're coming out with too many products. But I swear I don't have this shade Cowgirl. Like, it has sort of like a gold shift. Like, you can see it. It's very gold. It's a little bit more gold in person than it is on camera. And it really doesn't look that way, like, to an extent. It kind of, like, shifts a little. And honestly, it's such a pretty shade, but yet, like, nobody talks about it. And it's, like, it's nice. I like it. So I'm going to go in with a dewy setting spray. I'm going to go in first with my MAC Fix-It Plus. I've been using this a lot more lately, and I actually really like the way it's making me look. And then I'm going to go in after with the L'Oreal Lumi Shake and Glow Dew Mist. I had this too close to my face because I guess I forgot the process of putting on makeup. And then I like squirted huge droplets right onto my forehead. And I swear my hair's now wet because of it. I actually feel super pretty. That was the whole goal today, honestly. was like makeup that makes me feel pretty and makes me feel good. And even if I'm not doing any kind of tutorial, if I'm not doing any kind of like testing out new products or seeing if this product works for me, even though some of these products I haven't quite used as often, it's still nice to like just put on makeup sometimes. Like I feel like you sometimes just need that. Like I've needed this, and I hope the makeup wears well, because if it doesn't, I swear that would be like the end of me. Like that'd be it. Like I just like, nope, can't do it anymore. All my good products are like tear me down. Although I should have probably used my Maybelline Superstay instead of the Smashbox foundation, so in case if I have a bad skin day, I'd at least know that it was like not foundation. But now I'm not quite sure, and I use such full coverage that like whatever, it'll be fine. It'll be fine. Just think positive. I've been telling my clients that lately. I was like, if you have a positive mindset, you'll feel positive. The situation will get better. Things will improve. Like, it won't weigh so heavily on you. And I feel like that's really helping me. And like, it's hard with my work problems because I just don't see an end in sight. And I feel like that for a lot of problems. That like, I think about that like with my student loan debt that I have. And with any like, I have some medical insurance stuff that like, no issues, but I just have the insurance that I have to deal with, and like just random stuff that's like really getting to me, that I'm just like, if I can't see the end goal, I can't like think positively. But I'm really trying to work on that, because I was like that with the whole pandemic, and now we're on the other side and we're okay, even though like it didn't go the way we wanted to, obviously, if you know some of my past and everything. But like, we're on the other side, things are getting better, it's gonna be okay. And like, I have to keep reminding myself, in the time that was like the darkest time of our lives, it did get better. So I have to keep telling myself that it will get better. So now I'm going in, change subject, with the Urban Decay liquid lip color, whatever. This fancy thing that you shake. I got the shade Pleased. It's a very nude orangey shade. I should have probably gone a little bit pinkier, but I lean more nude, and I kind of like it, and it's really good for fall. I need to keep track of how many times I actually wear makeup this fall, though. Although at least I didn't buy this lipstick, or liquid lipstick or whatever, for fall, because the chances of me actually wearing lipstick this fall are going to be like slim. I don't hate this liquid lipstick, like this lip product. It's definitely different, but it definitely goes well with the look. So I'm definitely feeling really good about that. Let me know if you guys like this video down in the comment section down below. If you want to see more just chill, putting some makeup on, sort of a get ready with me, but not quite. I definitely love to film more of those. I'm working on some other stuff in the background, so feel free to give me any comments for any future ideas for videos. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Ring the notification bell down below so you get notified when I upload the next video. Thank you for watching this one, and I will see you then, guys. Bye.